Hello, I'm Jody Wolf, and you're watching Expoz, June 25, 2017, 11:16 p.m. Birmingham. And topic, I stopped that a moment ago at 2 minutes and 8 seconds. I should have continued because there's other information that most of you may want to hear, and I believe this is damn near confirmation, although Stephen here didn't mention Ezekiel 38:39. He said everything but that. So I'm going to start at 2 minutes, and it's 6 minutes long. So you'll hear 4 minutes of this. It's troubling to me because it's taken a whole new direction, this war. And had America just stayed out like we should have, it would have been over by now. So, and Obama brought us in to protect ISIS. That's what it appears to be. Let me let you hear the final 4 minutes from Stephen here at Israeli News Live. It's troubling what you'll hear.
To be able to take down Iran, Lebanon, because of Hezbollah, and that of President Bashar al-Assad in Damascus. Now, it may seem a little bit far-fetched to say that, but then we got vindicated by Yahoo News. We shared with you earlier on Yahoo News saying the same thing. Two key figures in Trump's administration is calling for the offensive to begin against Iranian and proxies that are fighting inside of Syria, which would be Hezbollah. And of course, those militants working together, Iran has already fired their own missiles from their own country into Syria, giving the U.S. An excuse to be able to go after Iran's mainland as well. And of course, now they've shot down a Syrian Su-22 bomber over Raqqa. Again, the U.S. no doubt will use this to justify to be able to take down Damascus. Now, of course, Damascus has denied this, said that they were not targeting U.S. forces, but they were indeed actually targeting ISIS targets there. But 3 U.S. soldiers have been killed. Still no report in mainstream media about this. And Russia also getting involved in this this provocative movements here, as we see on South Front. They're reporting provocative Russian jet comes within 5 feet of a U.S. recon aircraft. Quoting Fox News, said just 2 days after a U.S. fighter jet shot a Syrian army aircraft out of the sky, and Russia halts cooperation with U.S. military, an armed Russian fighter jet buzzed a U.S. Air Force reconnaissance aircraft on the Baltic Sea on Monday. 2 U.S. officials have said this to Fox News there. Again, the Russian Su-27 was armed, had missiles on its wings there. Shows Russia is getting very serious about believing they're getting ready to go to war. They see the provocative measures inside of Syria with the U.S. coalition, and I hate to even say that, being that I'm an American, but the whole situation could have long been over had the U.S. just backed off, stopped supporting the Free Syrian Army there, allowed Bashar al-Assad, allowed the Russians to deal with ISIS on their own. Don't even get involved with it, just let them deal with it on their own, and they would have brought peace and order back to this country. But no, we're going to see biblical prophecy manifest like you've not seen in a long time. Isaiah 17 says that Damascus will become a ruinous heap and the fortress of Ephraim will cease. What Ephraim are those Christians living in Damascus for the last 2,000 years. I'm not talking about the fact that I know Ephraim's descendants also migrated north, went up into Britain and even in the United States. But in this case here, the prophecy says that the fortress of Ephraim will cease. Why? Because they will actually attack, destroy Damascus. When Damascus is destroyed, President Bashar al-Assad, who has stood for the Christians, Jews, and the Arabs, both Sunni and Shiite and Alawite, and they've been able to live in somewhat a peaceful coexistence together. That's all coming to an end. But Jordan, where the United States, German, Dutch forces, Norwegian forces, British forces, Free Syrian Army, and all these other nations that are there fighting against ISIS, well, not only ISIS, Iran, Hezbollah, and the Syrian military, and could get into a confrontation with Russia, they've been building up in Jordan all along. What's going to happen there? Well, according to one other prophecy, we find out that Jordan becomes a desolation. Well, you heard it right. And of course, there's other articles coming out. The Business Insider just put out an article today. The U.S., Russia, and Iran are edging close to an all-out clash in Syria. I think it's all at hand. I'm Stephen Ben-Nun. You're watching Israeli News Live. Blessings to you all. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. It would be just so nice to have some good news to speak about instead. Well, I'll tell you what, if you want good news, go to the Noon Institute on our YouTube channel there. There, we try to speak about better news than what we do.
Okay. That to me is troubling. That to me, although Isaiah 17 talks about Damascus becoming a ruinous heap, the oldest inhabited city, living city on earth, is going to come to an end. And right behind that he did not mention, is that Egypt, they will become a ruinous heap. Not forever, a 40-year, they'll have to leave the Egyptians for 40 years because it'll be underwater. And not even a weed will grow during that time. That's when the Aswan High Dam breaks, and it'll take a nuclear bomb to break it, to bust it, to make it fall in. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is when you break the dam and flood the land, it's going to stay that way because it's prophecy. Another thing, the staging that's taking place right now where it is in Jordan, that is a perfect staging area to hit Israel, Ezekiel 38-39 war. Absolutely perfect. Although Jordan, I don't believe they're in the lineup to attack the Jews. I don't believe that. But I want to say one more thing. Keep in mind whether this Ezekiel 38-39 war or Armageddon, the final war, which will be World War III, we won't be there by Israel's side. Whatever happens where it's happening today, something may happen to America so that America won't come into play. I don't know what. It's too early to tell, because to me, this timeline that has just picked up speed, I mean, dramatic speed, the increase of it's unbelievable. And everything pointing to an ushering in of something is absolutely, there's a change coming, another change coming. And this is where I'm a little bit confused. The prophecies don't seem to be lining up the way they should, but yet the engines, the things that run them appear to be lining up perfectly. The timing is off, but yet the timing belongs to God. Think about that, guys. And I'm going to keep you posted as much as I can. You probably won't hear anything more about me tonight on this Syrian war unless something really big comes in. Otherwise, I'll be back to my usual stuff. But be prepared. Whatever. If this ends up being Ezekiel 38-39, for some reason, the United States will not be with Israel. That troubles me. Jody Wolf Expoz.